Hey guys, Karibo Bros here. Take 6 on Lee's GOAT Control deck profile for GOAT format.
Man, maybe that guy will keep walking in and leave the door open.
GOAT format is from April to September or October of 2005. Do your own research, I can't quite remember. The packs included in GOAT format start from base sets, which is Legend of Blue Eyes, the first set of original Yu-Gi-Oh packs, up to and including the Lost Millennium, also known as the first set for Yu-Gi-Oh GX. So Lee's going to walk us through his deck, show us his ratios and why he plays them.
Sweet. So, start off with Tumoff. She's like the core of GOAT. She recycles your greed, she recycles any spell, like Duo. It's good in GOAT Control because obviously you can recycle your Duo to keep control of your opponent's hand. And obviously you can get your Graceful back, and there's just no reason not to play her because she just helps with the consistency. We've got 2 Sook. Sook will book them off because when she's summoned, she is a mandatory book anything on the board, including herself. So obviously if you summon her on her own and there's no monsters on board, she will have to book herself. She can book them off in order to reset them off in order for you to be able to get your spells out of the grave, such as your pot or your charity.
Spirit.
She's also a spirit, so she will turn to the hand. I like to just literally set her because it's the big bait, and if they summon anything with 1/3 or lower, it's just like lol, screw you, set the card you just swung me with, banter. We play 2 Exorion. Exorion's pretty good.
It is GOAT.
It is in GOAT. It was part of the tin, I believe. It was after Cybernetic Revolution, but I don't care. It's in GOAT. It's in GOAT. So it's got 1A boot. It's got 1A attack and a 1/9 defense. Can swing with piercing if it changes its attack to 1/4. Because of its big defense, I like to set it turn 1 if I open it, just because even if it gets knocked, it's just they've had to use a knock to out the 1/9 booty that they didn't know was there. But we have 2 Merchant. Not a lot of people play Merchant, but I like to play it, especially because I'm playing Go Control. Lets me get to my control cards easier.
So you mill cards on top of your deck?
So I mill cards from the top of the deck until I hit a spell or trap, which is pretty nifty, especially if I hit someone like TC or someone. It's just there to get to my control cards quicker.
Why are you playing 2 Merchant, 2 Moth rather than 3 of one and 1
Because
2 Moth's too much. It's easy to brick on. In my opinion, 3 of both is easy to brick on. Merchant's just nice because it just helps my consistency.
So next card.
So we play 1 Sangan. I believe Sangan was 1 in the format.
I believe so, yeah.
No reason not to play Sangan. To level 3, so you can literally meta it into a Flame Ghost or the Fire Knight. I can't remember if it was in my extra deck.
Yeah, so you can go to a level 3 fusion.
Yeah, so you just go to level 3 fusion and trigger its effect, because when it leaves the field, it will trigger its effect to add a 1/5 or lower attack. Everyone knows what Sangan does. We play 1 Parshaft. I've seen lists with 2 Parshaft. I don't like 1. I think it's bricky at 2. Parshaft is a good card. It's got 1/9 attack. You have to tribute summon it, obviously because it's level 5. It does piercing, and when it does damage, you draw a card. There's literally nothing wrong with the card. Though 2 is too many in my opinion. Gizno is pretty good.
Unofficial monarch of the format.
Yeah, he's 2/4. He stops traps, considering a lot of my matchups seem to be goal control matchups. So it's good to be able to stop TTs, sacks, mirror forces, just because that's a lot of the matchup. Play 1 BLS. BLS is BLS. It's 3k attack. If it kills something by battle, it can immediately attack again. It can banish something. You have to banish light and dark. The other reason I played 2 Moth and 2 Merchant before is because you can. It's just more light targets for the BLS. So it's pretty good. Next we have 1 Tribe. I believe Tribe was at 1 at the time as well, and so was BLS. Tribe's pretty good. It's it's not once per turn. It's a 1/6 Aqua. You can discard a card and blow up everything of that type that you can cause. So say if your opponent goes Scapegoats, or if your opponent goes Scapegoats, you can just discard a card like Sinister Snake, Sinister Serpent, sorry. Blow up all the goats because they're all beasts, and then Happy Days. It's also a really good art to BLS because you just call Warrior. Again, another reason not to play the card. Sinister Serpent, your reoccurring level 1 300 easy discard fodder of Charity or Tribe. Again, no reason not to play Snake. Morphing Jar is a...
No explanation needed.
Yeah, no explanation needed. You flip it and you draw... ditch your hand and draw 5. Well, both players do. Exile Force. I've not seen people in the locals play Excel Force. I really like it. It's 1k attack. You play in the Warrior Toolbox, but I play Go Control, so so I don't search. I obviously just have to draw and think, oh lol, I've got the L to your BLS. I win. But you tribute it and you target a monster on the board and destroy it. There's just nothing to say about it. Out Chaos Sork, out BLS. I don't get why people don't play it outside of Warrior Toolbox. I've not seen people play outside of Warrior Toolbox. I think it's good out to anything. And the last monster we have is the Breaker, the Magical Warrior. When it's summoned, it mandatory gains a counter, which makes it gain 300 attack. So it goes to 1/9, so we can get over Exarion in attack and defense, and it can pop a back row by losing its counter. It's pretty good, especially if you open it, because it means you start with a 1/9 monster and you have the ability to pop a back row in your next turn, which is pretty good if you don't see it.
Not to mention back row removal is quite limited in this format as well.
Yeah, back row removal is really limited in this format because you have.
Yeah, nice joke.
Well, it is. You got Dust Tornado.
MST is limited.
You got Dust Tornado and you got 1 MST. So.
No,
and you've got Storm as well, but that's also at 1, so it's pretty good to have more back row removal. So onto the traps. Speaking of back row removal, we play 2 Dust Tornado. Dust Tornado is, you flip it, you target a spell your opponent controls, a spell trap your opponent controls, and destroy it. And you can use the useless effect to set a trap from hand, which I've never seen anyone do ever because.
They always forget.
What's the point? Well, I just don't see the point of it. We have 2 sack. Sack's pretty good. We have 1 super. It's pretty sad. When your opponent declares an attack, you can flip sack and destroy the attacking monster. No reason not to play it, really. Again, it's just control cards, just to get over boards, just to get over bigger monsters, especially if you get swung by a BLS. It's pretty funky. 1 TT. TT's pretty good. Again, summon a monster, blows up the board. Don't really know what else to say. It's self-explanatory. So it's Mirror Force. Opponent attacks, blow up all attack for position monsters. Ring. Ring's probably one of my favorite cards in GOAT formats because it's all rata. So it can be one of your monsters and it doesn't have to be the original attack.
Good card for 1,000 eyes removal.
Good card for 1,000 eyes removal. Wins games. Just target a BLS. Watch your opponent cry because you just burn them for 3k for no reason. Last trap. Call of the Haunted. Pretty good. Obviously, no explanation needed for Call of the Haunted. You just flip it against when your opponent hits it. Hits Sangan in the grave. Get a free Sangan for no reason. It's pretty good. Onto the spells. 2 Book of Moon. Book of Moon's really good. Lets you recur your Magician of Faith. It's a good answer to most things as well. You can book a Jinzo and activate traps again.
It's offense and defense, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So it lets you line up Nox against big boss monsters like BLS, Chaos, Sork, or Jinzo. Next we have 2 meta. I don't play 3 meta because it's recurable by Magician of Faith. There's no reason for you to not play 2. I only play 2 because, like I say, it's recoverable Magician of Faith. Let's go into your extra deck. Probably, I think it's the only way to go into the extra deck.
Well, you got Polymerization, but no one else.
You got Poly, but who plays Poly?
Yeah, exactly.
Let you tribute a monster and special summon a fusion type monster from.
So you're mainly going to tribute one of your level 1s, bring up 1,000 Eyes Restrict, and take one of your opponent's monsters.
Absolutely. So you can snatch steal a monster and take it and just meta it away.
Yeah. Not to mention, it is one of the key cards in the.
It is a key card in the deck as well because it lets you bring out your restrict from your goats.
Well, no, what I mean is like the main combo, isn't it? Tsukiyomi, 1,000 Eyes, keep taking your opponent's monsters.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you just keep booking your restrict with Tsukiyomi. You just keep taking the board. So 2 goats again. It's recurable by Moth if you really need to recur it, but I've never been in a situation where I've had to recur Scapegoat. Summons 4 goats, use it for meta, make a restrict, that's about it. Knock's probably.
Oh, they're very nice.
Knock is another favourite card of mine. Target a face down monster, banish it.
You do not want your opponent to recur him off.
Yeah, exactly. So, if you've already seen one of your moths and your opponent has 1 set, knock it, get rid of it. That's it. Your opponent doesn't get to recur their Part Greed or their charities or their duos. Charity, 1 charity, no explanation needed. Draw 3, ditch 2.
No, you got to get the whole Trinity together. Put them all up.
I got to get the whole Trinity. I don't think I'll put them together.
We've got
Part Greed, no explanation needed. Draw 2 cards or Pesca 2
and the last of the Trinity. Duo.
Duo, yes.
Duo.
One duo. Again.
Holy Trinity of Goat. You see these in your opening hand, and you pretty much guaranteed game.
You love seeing this turn one just because your opponent has to play with 4 cards. You know, it's pretty good. It's pretty sad when they put the snake, but you know, paying 1,000 to get rid of 2 resources, pretty good. 1 storm, no activation needed. Heavy storm, blows up all cards. Snatch steal, again, no real activation needed. Take control of a monster your opponent has. Equip this card to that monster. They gain 1,000 every standby phase, but you don't really care because at that point you can just meta it away.
Yeah.
So, or you're gonna book it, or tribute over it. MST was at 1 in the format. And
otherwise we play more.
It's a great card because it's a quick play spell trap removal that only hits 1 card, which is really important if you've got back row and your opponent's already used the storm and you've already set 4. Lets you get over premature burial, or lets you get over call the haunted quickly, and then premature burial obviously pay 800 and get a monster. The Grave. Moving on to the extra deck.
One thing to point out for Go is that there was no limit on the extra deck back in the day.
There's no limit on the extra deck, so you know, you just go as much as you want. So 3 restrict.
Yep.
You know, why wouldn't you play restrict?
So you can recave up to 3 times, so you may as well play it.
Exactly. You can get a goat. You can meta a goat. You just keep taking your opponent's monsters because of Sook. It's pretty good. 1 flame goes just for the Sangan. A Chaburbin.
Another Sangan target.
Another Sangan target. Dark Bolt is pretty good. I go into him every now and then. Just get rid of.
Target.
Yeah, it's a Parshaft target.
What's up with the stop? The trap cards?
It's a trap card. So you pay 1,000, you negate. Oh no, it's a spell. Sorry. It's it's when a normal spell card's activated, you pay 1,000, negate it.
So it's not 1 per turn either. So.
It's not 1 per turn either. Fiend Skull Dragon, I believe, is the trap one.
Yeah.
It's again, it's another Parshaft target. It's pretty good.
There's another one recently got an OTS print.
I never
No,
got
it's Gatlin Dragon. Gatlin Dragon.
Never got an OTS print.
That's VOTS fusions or OCG imports.
Oh, okay.
Ryu Senshi. I've very, very rarely gone to Ryu Senshi.
Jinzo's better.
Yeah, Jinzo's better every time.
It's just another level target, really.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a sandwich in there for
why
once,
not?
I guess.
Yeah.
Any final comments?
Go to the best deck. That's pretty much it. I wish the people would stop coming in and out of the room when we try to do a deck profile on locals.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.